Alright, let's look at the homework 5.2, problem number 4. Alright, so we want to use the a substitution to find the indefinite integral and try to do it in a different way too. Alright, so use the substitution. So substitution is going to be the guy inside the parentheses, so it's going to be B. So let's check the answer. So we got that. Alright, find the indefinite integral. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so substitution, we already know. It's let u be x to the 9th minus 7. So if you take the derivative of u with respect to x, you will get 9x to the 8th power. Right? Then take the reciprocal of both sides. Dx over du is equal to 1 over 9x to the 8th. Then we multiply both sides by du. So dx is equal to du over 9x to the 8th power. Alright, so this is going to be equal to, right? So I'm going to write the integral sign here. Then I'm going to leave 9x to the 8 as it is. Then we have u, so times u. Right, dx is du over 9x to the 8th. Right? So conveniently, we can cancel 9x to the 8th and the same thing on the bottom. So what you get is simply integral of u du. Right? So antiderivative of u would be add 1 to the power, divide by that power, plus some constant c. Right? Then we know that the u is x to the 9th power minus 7 squared over 2 plus c. Right? So let's type that in. Right? So we have, right, x to the 9th power minus 7 squared over 2 plus c. Alright, so let's check the answer. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we without using a substitution. Alright, so let's try that too. Alright, so instead of using a substitution, what we can do is we can distribute 9x to the 8th to both terms. So here is the alternative way. So I'm gonna just do it here. So let's see. I'm gonna go here. All right. Then you would have integral. All right. So you have a 9x to the 8 plus 9 would be 17. All right. Then a minus 9 times 7 is 63, and then you have x to the 8th power, right? And then we need to find the antiderivative of that, right? So antiderivative would be, so 9 stays here, then you have x to the 18th power, then divide by 18, right, minus 63, right, and then x to the 9th power over 9 plus some constant c. Right? So we can simplify. So you have a 9 here, 18, so it's 2, cancel out, and then you have let's see, 9, and you have a 7. All right. So what you get is, let's see, it's 8x to the 18 over 2 minus 7x to the 9th power plus some constant c. Alright, so let's type it in. Alright, x to the 18th power over 2 minus 7 x to the 9th plus some constant c. Alright, check the answer. Alright, we got that. Alright, are these two answers equivalent? If not, how do they differ? Two answers are the same. Answers found without substitute differ by a power of 2. Answer found using substitute differ by a constant, that's 47 over 2. And the answer is different because c can be any constant. So here, this is probably the right answer. Right? So because if you multiply out, maybe I should do that here. If you multiply out, so you're going to get this. Right? So it's going to be x to the 9th squared, so x to the 18th power, minus 2 times x to the 9 times 7, so it's going to be 14 x to the 9th, plus 7 squared would be 49, over 2 plus c. Right? So this is really x to the 18th power over 2 minus 7 x to the 9th power plus 49 over 2 plus c. Right? So as you can see that this 49 over 2 is just a constant. You can actually let this guy be absorbed into this constant c there. So that's why here it does not show up, but these two guys are equivalent. Right? So let's check the answer. Alright, we got that. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.